Yeah, we're less than 100 days away from the election. The pandemic has forced both campaigns to change how they reach voters. Doug Wead is with us, presidential historian and author. Doug, is there any election in the past that compares or is similar to this one? I think it's unique. What say you?
It's unique. It's unique. But, you know, Mark Twain says history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And there were some moments in the Civil War where half the country couldn't vote. And there was the time of the corrupt bargain where the Whigs ran 5 or 6 presidential candidates from different regions to try to throw it in the House. So we've had some odd moments, but you're right, Stuart. This is unique.
I think the big deal this year is going to be this mail-in balloting and the difficulty of counting those ballots on time and validating those ballots on time. I think it's going to be chaos, Doug. What say you?
Yeah, I'm very nervous about that, and the media is already trying to set this up like you can't deny us this one. I will say this, I'm a bit of an agnostic about the polls, Stuart. I worked for George H.W. Bush, and at this same time, maybe a week difference in the 1988 cycle, Governor Michael Dukakis was polling 53%. George H.W. Bush was polling 38%. Wow. And yet he won in a landslide. So fasten your seatbelt. This thing is not over.
Before we close, Doug, I want you to listen to what market watcher Bob Dole, who was on the show last week, here's what he had to say about the election. Watch this, please.
All right.
In January, Donald Trump was a shoo-in for re-election. In April, not so much. 16 presidents, Stuart, have run for a second term since the year 1900. The 10 that ran without a recession were all reelected. The 6 that ran that had a recession, only 1 was reelected. 5 went down to defeat. That's why we've changed our tune on the election. We think it's an uphill battle for...
Well, you heard that, Doug. What do you say about trying to run for re-election in the middle of a recession?
It could be true. This is an unusual recession. And I'm back to Bush. I remember in 1989, he polled, 1991, he polled 89% approval rating, the highest in history ever before or since. And yes, he lost the election the next year. So, and I remember Ronald Reagan, they didn't expect him to win. I had an exclusive interviews with Ronald Reagan. I went to my agent in New York, said, I think that I've got the book for Reagan if you want it. He checked with the publishers. He said, nah, most of the publishers here in New York don't think Reagan will make it through Iowa. I said, I think he's going to win Iowa. He's very close to Ambassador Bush. He said, no, you don't understand what we mean. We don't think he's going to live through Iowa.
Oh, boy. Doug, thanks for joining us this morning. Hope you can come back soon before the election in 99 days. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Stuart.